This is DownHome Sports, covering the best sports and student athletes in Ellis County. Brought to you by Pinnacle Bank with ATM Live, powered by the people. Not just another bank in Texas, but Texas in a bank.
Hey, Ellis County, guess what we got going on? We got Palmer Cheer coming at you right now. Coach Kent, Coach Kenny, we got Camry, we got Micah. We're ready to bring it on. Okay, I had a few cheerleaders around me for a couple of years. Well, Coach Kemp, tell us about, it seems like y'all's summer's just been exploding.
Yeah, so we just got back from cheer camp. It was our second year at Great Wolf Lodge with UCA. This year we were considered a large varsity. So we're a small 3A UIL wise. So to be a large varsity is already pretty intimidating. And we were up against some big 5A and 6A schools. Our girls went in and with the mentality that they wanted to do good. They came out of camp beating some local schools that are 6A division. We won first place overall with our cheer. We won second place overall with our camp routine and dance. And it's really just the hard work that these girls put in. And we're just really, really excited for what that means for our season coming up.
Well, and Coach Kenny, I saw this on there. We don't want to forget the people with the uniforms on them, the big ones, and that would be your mascots. I heard Jason Reese and Peyton all did an amazing job as mascots for y'all as well.
Coach? They did. Yeah,
okay.
Sorry, they did. So actually, Jason and Peyton are the varsity mascots, and then Reese is our junior high mascot that came with us. And so I coach the junior high program at Palmer Cheer. Yeah, they did phenomenal. I mean, each of them, I believe Jason received kind of like a comedian award. Hayden received a tradition award, and then Reese received most improvement.
Well, and Camry, I know in the varsity level, you had, I believe, what was it, 2 people in the jump off that made it to the Final Four?
Yes.
How amazing is that?
It was really fun. I was really kind of nervous to do it. Like, I kind of didn't want to do it to begin with, but I'm so glad that I did, because I think for me and the other girl that made it was Libby Cunningham, and I think both of us got really excited to make it to the final round, even though we didn't win. I know my confidence went up a lot more. It was really fun. If I didn't do it, I would have regretted it.
Now, Micah, was this your first year going to cheer camp, or how many times have you been?
I've only been once. This is my second year doing it.
Okay. Well, what are you learning by being able to go to these camps with these ladies?
I've definitely learned a lot, especially in stunts. I was barely doing it the first year, barely going to prep. I learned a lot.
Okay, so I imagine you're a flyer?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So what's the most difficult flying motion? Is it the archer? Is it, Liberty or something like that? Or a paw? What's the biggest one you've done so far?
I think going to extension from Liberty. So like an extension to Liberty. It's definitely hard.
Okay. I didn't even impress them that I knew that kind of stuff. Well, okay. So Coach, just talk about, the program as a whole. This is an athletic event. These young ladies are very much athletes, and especially at the, 4A, 3A level. Some of them even participate in different sports that are in your group probably. I know a few of the volleyball girls do that from last year, but just talk about the camaraderie, the sisterhood that gets built by doing these events.
Yeah, so this is definitely the biggest squads that we've had on the high school and junior high level ever. So right now we have 20 on varsity cheer at the high school. We have 17 on the junior high level. So obviously with a lot of girls, you would think there would come some more issues, but it's actually the opposite. Our girls bonded, especially at camp. That's one of Coach Kenny and I's big goals is we don't do drama. You don't have to be best friends, but you're all going to get along. You're going to get along for the team. And that's what helps us grow. And I think that's why we've been so successful, because our girls really love each other. They are constantly encouraging each other. They're motivating each other. they get excited whenever they do well, even if maybe they didn't do well and their friend did. You never see like those hurt feelings on our team, which I think is really probably the reason for our success on both levels for the high school and junior high, and why our program is growing. And who knows how much it'll grow next year. We hope it will continue to grow and be successful. So,
well, Coach Ken, I was going to ask you, go ahead.
So kind of feeding off of what she said, I think where I really saw a jump in our program was when Coach Kemp and I really decided to work together with our two teams. And so like last year, we actually had to take, due to our varsity not being as big, we combined our junior high and our varsity, and like they just flourished. And so it was really cool just to see them kind of work together. And so doing it again this year, having almost 40 kids together, it's really helped our program as a whole. And I mean, just at tryouts, we've seen an increase in numbers of girls wanting to try out and just be a part of this program.
Well, I'm going to hold that question for you for a second and feed off of that down to Cambry, which is being at the high school and everything. What does it mean to you to be one of those people out there that young women look up to, you know, that are out there going, man, I want to be like Cambry? And, you know, because everything I hear about y'all over there is not only you are great athletes, you're great women, you're great in classrooms, but you're great leaders. Right. So what does that mean to you to be that, you know, person out there that's saying, hey, we can do this. You know, you can do all these things, these young ladies.
Well, I love it, especially for myself, when people give me motivation. So especially at camp, when I noticed a lot of the girls were getting frustrated or getting down on themselves because they couldn't do certain things, I wanted to have a big talk with everybody and wanted to let them know, kind of be their voice, be their motivation to let them know they can do it. I feel like it's really like helped me a lot also to become a leader. I feel like at first I was a little bit nervous and scared that people weren't going to really want to listen to me or follow after me. But after getting in a group and giving everybody motivation, like saying what I had to say, you know, just to make sure they understood it, we all came together as a whole. And after winning everything, we could really see a big change in our group.
Awesome. Well, Micah, what is it about the upper leadership that you're learning? What are you learning from them about becoming a leader?
Well, a bunch of them are like, I'm definitely helping them too, but I don't know how to say it, but like, yeah.
Just throw it out there.
Well, I don't know.
Is it just seeing how they talk to people, how they interact? Is it, you know, like little tips and things like that?
A bunch of little tips, yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool. Okay, well, Coach Kemp, you know, we also talked about, me and you talked on the phone for a little bit before this, and you got some exciting news about some young ladies making another squad.
Yeah, so we, for the first time in a long time at least, had girls not only get nominated for All-American, they actually made All-American. And so for those that don't know what that is, it's a very, very prestigious honor to become an All-American cheerleader. A ton of girls try out, and I think it's about 10% in the nation actually become an All-American cheerleader. So Micah is our All-American from the junior high level. And then at the high school, we had Cambry Cortez, Libby Cunningham, and Kenley Doby. So Micah will have the opportunity now to travel to Disney World over Thanksgiving and compete there. Yeah, in the parade, the Christmas parade for the recording. And then Cambry, Libby, and Kinley will have the opportunity to go to Honolulu, Hawaii, and do the Pearl Harbor parade. And then if they would like to, also go on to London, England, and perform there. So
cool.
Really showing them like that, you know, there's more, there's stuff, you know, outside of Ellis County, and they're getting to experience things that maybe they wouldn't have got to experience because of how successful they've been. So we're super, super excited. Coach Kenny and I were over the moon whenever we got those results that they made All-American, because it's really just the honor that we've been wanting for them and the recognition. So we're super, super excited about that.
Well, Coach Kenny, it seems like both you and Coach Kemp are just two parts of the brain, right? What excites you about these UAC nominations, for the junior high kids? It's not always that you get a lot of people that even get nominated for that. That's people think it's like every school gets a girl, and that's not the case. Can you talk about how they go through that process?
Yeah. So I would say, even just from my own experience at the junior high level, it can be very intimidating getting up there and seeing all these girls at the varsity level and the JV level trying out for this All-American. And so as a coach, I really just wanted to encourage my kids, like, hey, like, it was an honor to get, invited to do this. Like, it's not going to go on your permanent record. Like, you're never going to see these teams again. Because of course it was a lot of teams like we don't play. And so I just really try to encourage my kids, like, hey, it's worth a shot. Like, go for it. I mean, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Like, at the end of the day, we're still going to be proud of you. That's not going to define who you are as a cheerleader. And so I really try to instill that in my kids. And so at the junior high level, we did have 4 girls who were nominated, and Micah was our one who made All-American. And so, like I said, I really just wanted to encourage them, like, go have fun, just do it. Like, you're great cheerleaders. You have the perfect energy for it. Like, it's worth a shot.
Gotcha. Well, Micah, what was it like taking that shot and getting that big news?
Well, I definitely wasn't expecting it. Like, I really didn't think I was going to get it. I did mess up a few times, but I'm proud I got it.
Okay. And were you on the phone, like, DMing people going, do that? Really? Wow.
I know.
Okay. No memes you want to share with us on that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, Camry, just talk about, the ability to go up and do that. And, like Coach said, see a bigger world than what's outside of Ellis County. What is that going to mean to you personally? I mean, you're getting ready to head off to school and stuff like that for a college experience. Is that going to make you more aggressive and probably trying out for a collegiate cheer team, et cetera?
Yes. So I always felt like I played volleyball, so I always felt like I would want to go to school for volleyball or something. But honestly, after this week, not only did I make All-American, but I also got offered to try out to become one of the UCA staff members.
Wow.
I was one of only 7 or 8 girls that got picked out of the whole camp. So I definitely think I'm going to do that. It's a really huge accomplishment for me because I've been cheering for a very long time, and I've worked so hard, and I put so much effort into this, and just to see all my hard work paying off, even though it was very scary and a little bit out of my comfort zone, I'm very excited, and I'm excited to share it with all the people what I've accomplished. And I know how proud I am, not only of myself, but I know how proud my family is of me too, and as well as my coaches, of course.
Awesome. Well, coaches, hang on a second. We're going to go down the ladies one more time real quick. So, Micah, when y'all and Camry, I'm going to ask y'all both the same question, really. Micah, from a junior high perspective, you spend so much time with these coaches. What do they mean to you personally?
They've definitely helped me a lot. I think they're a really good coach and stuff. They're both
okay.
Good.
Awesome. Well, Camry, what about you?
Well, for middle school, Coach Kinney coached me both of my years. Oh, that was really fun. She's just such like a fun, very like, what's the word? Very energetic coach. Like, it makes you want to be out there, even for middle school. You don't really want to do a lot. You're in middle school. You just want to have fun with everything. And I think she definitely made it fun for everybody. And Coach Kemp, this is my only year that I've been with Coach Kemp. I've had different coaches in my past. And so far, she has been absolutely amazing. I don't think, if it wasn't for her, I don't think I would have had the guts to try out for All-American. So Coach Kemp, I just want to say, without you and Coach Kinney, I don't think I would be where I am. I don't think I would have all the opportunities that I've had so far.
We love you.
I love y'all.
Well, and Coach Kinney, when you're in junior high, and I always bring this up, junior high coaches are really important for high school programs because if you don't inspire the kids to love the activity, you know, it's kind of hard to take them to the high school level where they have to really work at it. You know, there's a lot more structure to it, et cetera. You know, what are the secrets of your junior high program? What do you think the biggest secret of the way that you've been able to, you know, meld with these young ladies is?
I would say to kind of, I mean, I guess my secret is being consistent with them, being there for them, being the shoulder that they cry on, listening to all their boy drama at the middle school level. I mean, just really kind of taking them under my wing, trying to give them all my expertise that I know from being a former cheerleader. But I mean, like I said, my top secret, I guess, is just being consistent and being there.
Well, and coach, you know, this doesn't happen without a lot of hours and a lot of dedication from you as well, Coach Kemp, you know, and organizing all these things. You know, I know Coach Kenny organizes a lot too, but there's got to be an overall view of everything. And how great is it to be in a school district to where, and this is what I know about Palmer, is everybody's so supportive from top to bottom, from administration all the way down to the bus drivers. Anybody that's there is willing to help out. How much does that help in having a successful program as you're building right now?
I would say like it's very helpful. I mean, just having this support from all the programs. I know a lot of schools kind of run into issues with working with other sports and things like that, but Palmer has been really good. The coaches are really well here. They're willing to work with us and allowing us to take time away from their sports so that we can develop our kids as well. Administrators are great, very supportive of us. I mean, they give us everything that we need. I will say this year, school board has been great, and our booster club has been awesome this year and really willing to work with us and provide all the things that we need. And honestly, the parents too. Parents have been great, super supportive, willing to go above and beyond for the girls and us as the coaches.
Well, Coach Kemp, as a staff, what does it mean to you to see these young ladies come from that, you know, 7th grade year and just keep building and building and see them become young women and recognize that they're going to go out and represent Palmer in the future in the best of lights?
Yeah, so it's really special. Coach Kenny and I were kind of best friends in the coaching world and real world, and I think it's actually really helped. We're very, like she said, consistent. We have the same expectations, whether it's junior high or varsity. The girls know that what Coach Kenny expects is the same thing that I expect, and vice versa. And so I think it helps them mature a lot sooner, especially as a cheerleader. They know that even starting from their 7th grade year, we expect this, and it's the same thing we're going to expect when you get to high school. And I really think that's been a huge contributing factor to why a lot of these girls have been so successful, because we push them really hard to do better, because we know they can do more, go outside of your limits. But at the same time, we make it a point to always be there for them, like on a cheer level and on a personal level. We're really close with our girls, and I think it has a lot to say about where our team is, because I get to know the 7th and 8th graders right from the start. They don't feel like, ooh, we're junior high, we can't go talk to the varsity girls. And I make my varsity girls go form those relationships with those junior high girls, because it's so important. It's so important for those junior high girls to have mentors and to have somebody they can go to help them get better. So it is really special. It's special. This will be my 5th year coaching. I took 2 years off, but I remember Cambry as a 7th grader. And so whenever I came back on staff to coach cheer last year, and she decided to try out again this year, I mean, it was so exciting, because seeing her as a 7th grader to now as a senior, she doesn't realize all the things that I've watched her accomplish. And that's why I know we can push her. And like with Micah, like she said, she was so scared last year as a 7th grader, and now she's captain. She's going into 8th grade, and she's going to be an amazing little cheerleader. And you can just see it developing, and it's super exciting. We love it. It's why Coach Kenny and I do what we do. It's why we continue to do it year in and out. and it's a lot of hours, but we just love it. We wouldn't trade it for anything.
Well, Ellis County, make sure you make it down to Palmer. Check out some of these high school events. These young ladies, these coaches are going to be bringing the spirit. I believe also y'all won a couple of a blue ribbon at your varsity camp, and there were some spirit sticks issued.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah. So for our for the high school side, we won a blue ribbon in the camp routine and game day and then dance. And then we also racked up 5 spirit sticks. Those girls brought all the spirit to camp. They're very, very loud and wanted those spirit sticks. And our junior high level, they brought back the gold ribbon this year, which is like one squad gets the gold ribbon. And so for the large varsity, the large junior high division, large junior high division, they got the gold ribbon. So they were top there. And then they also got a blue ribbon for their dance routine. So they made a name for themselves at this camp, which I think is super, super exciting. It was cool to have other coaches from schools like Cedar Hill and MacArthur come up and just tell us, like, your girls are so respectful. They have such good leadership skills. The UCA staff talked about how it was amazing to see, like, they would try to make a correction and our girls would make it immediately because they're conditioned to do that. They know to get better and they know to take constructive criticism. And so to get those compliments for our girls, I think I speak on behalf of Coach Kenny too. I mean, it's super special. It's cool to see other people acknowledge our kids and what great athletes they are.
That's pretty darn. Go ahead.
I would say our junior high really came out this year and exceeded all of my expectations and more. Like Coach Kemp said, we did come home with a gold ribbon and a blue ribbon as well in our dance routine. We had 2 spirit sticks. And then in our kind of finishing off for our finals, we received first place for our game day routine. And then we received the superior trophy kind of just all across the board. And so it was really cool just to see the excitement on all their faces and their finished product. It was amazing.
That's awesome. Well, Micah, I want behind the scenes now, okay? A little bit. Let's pull back the curtain a little bit. What's Coach Kenny and Coach Kemp's best stunts? Do they got any good stunts?
I don't really know.
So no hurdlers or anything like that?
No, I don't think they can do it.
Okay.
I know Miss Kenny can do a toe touch.
A toe, okay.
When she's not pregnant, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, Camry, I'm going to ask you right now, what is the most used cheer that both the junior high and the high school use?
Probably a cheer called Voodoo Magic.
Okay.
And it's where we spell out Palmer and we say we're the best.
All right, so let's do it right now.
Okay.
Okay, Micah, you got to join in. Don't be sitting there grinning, okay? Ready? Let's lay it out there for them.
Palmer is the best.
Palmer. Palmer is the best.
Very good. Very good. Well, ladies, I appreciate y'all jumping on. Folks, like I said, go out and check out some Palmer games. But make sure you let our cheerleaders know how much you appreciate them. They get us up in the stands. They keep us motivated all night long. They keep the teams motivated, and they just bring the energy. And, ladies, we appreciate all that you do for your schools in Ellis County, and we'll hope to talk to you real soon. And keep bringing home those awards, okay?
Absolutely.
In Ellis County, we're always on the run. It's always good to know that someone's always there. Doesn't matter the time of day. With ATM Live, hours are always available. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can always pull right up and talk to someone live for that personal service. Or stop by and visit with the friendly folks inside. Pinnacle Bank, not just another bank in Texas, but Texas in a bank. Member FDIC.